You asked what happened. There was one time at the beginning, and I was going through my studies, and I just quit my job as a waiter, and I had few savings in the account, and I used to plan the savings for 6 months, so I couldn't work. I had enough to live for 6 months, covering food, covering accommodation, and so I could go through my training to become a life coach and to complete them and just be focused on that and build the business at the same time. Unfortunately, at the very beginning of this process, my grandfather died in Italy. And that was my mom's dad. And me and my mom at the time, we haven't been speaking, as I said, for about 3 years. And in my mind, I knew that she needed help. I felt it. She needs help. Because my mom and her dad, they were very close. They were really close. So for her, it was a big hit. And I said to myself, I'm learning all this personal development stuff. If I'm not applying it with my family, I failed. What's the purpose of spending all these thousands of pounds on trainings if I cannot apply them with the people and use it with the people that are the closest to me, that I care the most about? So I decided to make myself homeless and use that money to travel back to Italy every 2 weeks. And for 6 months, I was living 2 weeks in Italy and 2 weeks in London. When I was living in Italy, I was staying at my mom. And my mom didn't know anything about that, because I was helping her, just making sure that she was with me, helping my brother with his studies when he was going to school, and just be a bit more present for my family in that moment. And then when I was living my 2 weeks in London, I had nowhere to stay, because I couldn't afford moving back and forward, paying the rent without getting another job. And I couldn't find anything that could just cover me for 2 weeks over the month.
Absolutely.
So I decided to do what I had, and I took it as an adventure. I took everything I had, gave it away to charity, and I started living for 6 months for just what could fit in a backpack. And it was one of the best experiences of my life. It was one of the absolute best experiences of my life.
What did you learn?
I learned what it's like to live with nothing. And it's the best thing in the world. Because, I mean, it's easy to get caught up in the doing, in the having, and building the business and making the money. But that's a part of happiness. I think that the real happiness is that when you're happy with yourself, with you and nothing else. And that's what I've learned, how to be happy with myself with nothing. And also it was a test for me, was a statement to what I was willing to do in order to make it happen in my field. There was no stronger commitment. I'm committed, no matter what it takes, I'm gonna make it, no matter what the circumstances. And that experience shaped me to who I am now. Because in particular, I know I can live with nothing. So if everything goes wrong, everything goes bust, I have my didgeridoo, I can go bask on the street. And that's fine. I made money basking on the street. I paid my bills basking on the street with a didgeridoo. I can live with nothing, and I'm happy with that. Of course, before I wasn't married, so it's a very different situation.
Okay, yeah.
But if everything falls apart, I know I have enough within me to survive, to make it,